Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I am Josh, fighting the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today I'll be sharing my experience, strength, and hope while going through the readings for July 24th from Daily Reflections. So let's get right into it. If I sneeze at some point between the middle of this, I apologize. I've been yawning. It's early in the morning and I'm just trying to get through this, that way I can get to some more work for the accountability group. So I apologize ahead of time, but let's dig into Daily Reflections, July 24th. Helping others. Our lives as ex-problem drinkers depend on our constant thought of others and how we may truly help meet their needs. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 20. Self-centeredness was my problem. All my life, people had been doing things for me, and I not only expected it, but I was ungrateful and resentful they didn't do more. Why should I help others when they were supposed to help me? If others had troubles, didn't they deserve them? I was filled with self-pity, anger, and resentment. Then I learned that by helping others with no thought of return, I could overcome this obsession with selfishness, and if I understood humility, I would know peace and serenity. No longer do I need to drink. That's an interesting one because I'm kind of the reverse. So whether it was active addiction or now, I spread myself really thin to help others, but don't really take care of myself. So this past year with my therapist and psychiatrist, I've been working more on self-care and self-love because those have been really big issues for me. Learning how to say no. It's really easy, and has been really easy throughout my life, to set aside the things that I probably should be doing in order to help someone else. I was never really someone that would rely on other people to help me and then have any sort of resentments that they should be doing more. I was kind of the exact opposite. But I didn't have much humility. I'll be completely honest. There was very little humility. I still had very low self-esteem. And I never really expected anything back from anyone, but I did spread myself thin to where I was literally sliding into home plate every single time to turn in assignments, work, whatever the case may be. Because I was real quick to set everything aside and help whoever I could. I did not create healthy boundaries for myself, which then created these really short deadlines in order for me to get things done. And then I never felt like I was giving it my full attention or giving it my all. And then I just kind of felt bad about myself. It was bad. I was in a dark place for a really long time. Let's just put it that way. So I was always happy to help other people, but I was the exact opposite of this reading. I think I tried to help too many people, and therefore I didn't help myself, and then I didn't really know myself. And then in this journey in my fellowships, I've started to get a better idea of who I am, be able to set healthy boundaries, be able to say no to helping certain people, but say no in a manner that isn't harsh. It's just listen, I have my own obligations that I need to see through, and I don't have the time right now to just set them aside and come and help you with X, Y, and Z. So that's been something that's been beneficial, and I've slowly been getting better at, self-love and self-esteem. It's still nowhere near where I would love for it to be, but it's something that I'm working on constantly with my therapist and psychiatrist, just like, twice a week, do what I can to, I don't know, get in touch with my inner child. That's what my psychiatrist calls it. My therapist calls it like the boardroom of Josh's. Like there's these various personalities sitting at this boardroom table, and all of them talk and figure out a way not to release my dark passenger, who will then gladly take over and take me back to a place that I do not ever want to go back to. So that's kind of like, my strength is setting healthy boundaries, like just setting those boundaries so that I can work my program thoroughly in my fellowships and ensure that I maintain my sobriety for these 24 hours. My hope for you is that you're able to set healthy boundaries, find out ways maybe to either not spread yourself too thin and help people, or with the reading, expect so much from other people and expect them to help you and resent them for not helping you enough. And with that comes a lot of humility, and that's one of the big reoccurring themes in both fellowships, is remaining humble and understanding that this program does not work without a certain level of humility, and that it does not work if you do not have the intentional willingness to put in the effort. So that's what I hope for each and every one of you who happen to be watching this video. I hope that you're able to create healthy boundaries, to not expect too much of others, to not overextend yourself to help others, and to focus on your sobriety as the number one thing, and everything else will kind of fall into place. So that's what I hope for you, and I hope you have a great day. As always, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am Josh, still fighting the battle of the diseases of addiction and mental health.